Well, good morning. This is me, Ma. Saturday morning, June the 30th of 2018, I woke up in my new and different surroundings in Dacula, Georgia. The things from my former life were in storage except for my clothes and my personal toiletries. But I had a very comfortable living arrangement. There were 2 rooms and a bath, and my living area was a large room. I had a couch, 2 chairs, one of which was a lazy boy recliner, and so we set up my little kitchen on one wall. I had a apartment-sized refrigerator and a microwave, and we even put some shelves in one corner to store my few groceries, but for the most part we went out to eat during that time. But my bedroom is the same size as my den, so I had plenty of room and I had a bath. So I was set. I was going to be very comfortable where I was. So the next morning I got up and I washed my hair, and I got ready to go to church, and I didn't know where I was going, but I didn't want to be a deadhead on my daughter by going to her church. So I thought, well, I'll find me one and I'll visit several different ones. So I went to a Methodist church right near me, and when I walked in there, I've never been greeted with so much love and acceptance. I mean, it was awesome. I just felt, so I didn't have a need to go any further. So I stayed there during the time that we lived in Dacula. And I knew that I needed to make friends, so I went to Curves and I met friends there. I went to Dacula Seniors and I met friends there. And at Dacula Seniors met once a month, and I met friends there. But out of that group, there was also a card playing group that I joined, and I played cards every Tuesday. And then I also met somebody from a Riders of Light group that were writers, and I joined them. So I fit in real well, and I started having a real enjoyable time there. And I know everybody is not as well accepted in a church as I was at Dacula Methodist, but I was really accepted there. And I think it's a shame when people, I've had several people tell me, well, they're just not friendly. I didn't feel welcome. You know, this is our Father's house, and we are His children. We need to make visitors feel welcome and accepted, because just like with myself, I mean, I was alone. I knew nobody, but that acceptance meant so much to me, and we certainly ought to be able to find that in the church that we go to. But while I was there, they asked me to join WINGS, Women in God's Service, and we supported foster girls that were going out of foster care into society. We did things that would help make that adjustment for them. And then the Mad Hatters that I joined, each one of us took an era out of the last century, and we represented that era, like from 1910 to 1990, and we picked out dresses that would show what people dressed like in during those times. And we went to different senior centers that where people lived, and we provided entertainment for them with a fashion show. And of course, it was a lot of camaraderie for us, and it was a lot of fun getting dressed up. So that was fun. So I was so busy, and my life was so exciting, meeting and making new friends, and being involved in so many different activities, and getting to share life with my daughter and my grandsons, who I certainly got to see more after I moved up here, that I didn't have or need pity parties about being alone or leaving my former life, and I was learning to be content in whatever state I found myself. So in the meantime, while I'm doing all this, my daughter and her husband are looking for a house for us. Now, we each one had such high hopes that we wanted to have, that it was going to take an absolute miracle for God to give us each one what we wanted. Now, Marvin was real interested in buying a house that would have resale value, even though Lisa says she's never moving again. But he wanted a good location, and he wanted something that would appreciate instead of depreciate. And Lisa, she wanted all of her living space on one floor, but she also wanted to have room for her boys to bring their families home for holidays. Well, and then me, I just said I wanted to have my own entrance and I wanted a lot of light. That was my two requests. So one day I'm at Dacula Seniors and I get a phone call from Lisa and she said, "Mom, can you come look at this place?" So I left, came over. All it did was take a walk through for me, and I thought, this is it. This is where we need to be. So just to tell you, Marvin got a place that he wanted. Not only did he get one in a nice neighborhood, but it's only like 20 minutes from his place of work, and he doesn't have to drive on interstates to get there. Lisa's got she's got a huge place. She didn't have a place this big before, and it was cramped living space. But now she's got all the rooms she could possibly want, all on one floor, and then she's got 4 rooms upstairs for her children to come and spend the night, for as many kids as they ever have. And me, I got everything I wanted and then some. I'm going to tell you. I've got a parking space outside that's even got room for visitors to park. Only one at a time, though, kind of. And I've got my own private entrance. And as you enter from the driveway, I got a 19 by 10 foot porch that's out front. And I immediately put me up a swing out there. And then when you come inside, I've got more room here, or as much as I had back home, but it's just shaped a little bit different. But I've got a huge den, probably I'm going to say 19 by 54 inches long, but that includes a walkway through from the door into the back part of the house. And then my kitchen was not finished. It was everything was already painted. I have beautiful wood floored. It's handicap accessible, but I didn't have any cabinets. The windows were there, but there was no cabinets in the kitchen. So I got to buy all my new cabinets and new appliances. So I'm real happy with that. And then my bedroom is 19 by 19 with a 19-foot closet. I've never had so much room in a bedroom before. And then I have a guest room that's probably 19 by 15, and I made that into an extra sitting room when I'm not painting. But when I paint, all I got to do is carry a table in there, and I've got north light where the window comes in from the north, and that's the best place that an artist can have to paint. So I got that. Got a wonderful big laundry room, and then I have even it's almost like a one-car garage that I am using for storage for my art supplies. So I am just thrilled about it. It even has a double sink that I can clean my brushes in there. And we live in a nice subdivision, and I'm only a half a mile away from Publix and Kroger and CVS and 3 banks and a restaurant and fast foods, a car wash, my dentist, and nail salons, just to name a few. And then if you go in the opposite direction, I have a Super Walmart, Ace Hardware, Dollar Tree, Verizon, and a bunch more. So hospital area is only 3 or 4 miles from me, so I really am in a wonderful place. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, we got 1.5 acres of land with a little creek that meanders through the back. And for somebody that is from the country, that is a real plus. And whenever it's spring and summer and leaves are on the trees, you can't even tell that I have any neighbors. And I have deer, and I have squirrels, and I have hawks, and I have crows, and I have wild birds, and I'd have more if I didn't have so doggone many squirrels that eat up my bird feed. But anyway, I felt that God had told me to leave my old life behind, which I did. I knew I had no idea what lay ahead, but I knew I was in His will, and I trusted Him. Now, I know that He hears our prayers, and I know that He works miracles, and I know every good and perfect gift comes from God. but I'm always surprised, amazed, and blessed when He blesses me with so much love. I hope that you've made Jesus not only your Savior, but your Lord and Master. It's not only in obeying, trusting Him that we can live a victorious, abundant life. If you don't know Him, please contact me through Facebook. Thank you. So listen, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks.